I'm Amir Wyndham, Grammy Award-winning record executive. I've had the pleasure of working with some of today's biggest superstars in the music biz, including T.I., the band Fun, Bruno Mars, and Kanye West, to name a few. More importantly, I'm a proud graduate of Florida A&M University's School of Journalism and Graphic Communication.
I'm Denise Hendricks, an Emmy award-winning television producer. I'm also a graduate of Florida A&M University, where I earned a degree in broadcast journalism. Since graduation, I've worked as a producer for The Oprah Winfrey Show, BET's The Monique Show, ABC's The Revolution Talk Show. I worked as a producer at local news stations across the country, and I'm currently a senior producer for HLN Morning Express with Robin Meade at CNN Headline News. Thanks to the foundation that was laid for me through FAMU's journalism school, I was able to cover events like the inauguration of President Barack Obama, as well as impactful stories that are seen daily by millions.
I got to FAMU thinking that I wanted to just simply be successful, but I left knowing that I wanted to be significant. FAMU professors are going to bring things out in you that you didn't even know existed within yourself.
The connections and relationships I built at FAMU helped me in so many ways. They helped me to land jobs, they helped me to secure major interviews, and they helped me to stay active in the community.
At FAMU and the School of Journalism and Graphic Communication, one, they're going to help you learn to function in any environment. And two, you're going to learn how to communicate with everybody, no matter their age, status, or religion.
If it hadn't been for my FAMU experience, I don't know where I would be today, and I am so blessed to have been a part of the Florida A&M University Journalism School.
FAMU's School of Journalism and Graphic Communication really built a lot of character in me and helped keep me grounded. The school has a very rich history and a lot of distinguished alumni. You're next.
As the first accredited program of its kind among historically Black colleges and universities, the School of Journalism and Graphic Communication sets the standard in journalism and graphic communication. Since its founding in 1982, SJGC consistently receives high marks for the quality of its graduates. Students have earned awards and honors for their work on multiple media platforms, from the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences College Awards, the Associated Press, CNN, the coveted William Randolph Hearst Medallion, and other entities. SJGC is composed of two divisions, Journalism and Graphic Communication. The Division of Journalism offers instruction in digital broadcast and print journalism and public relations. The Division of Graphic Communication offers instruction in graphic design. Students showcase their talent and gain experience on campus through student media that includes the award-winning FAMU student newspaper, FAMU TV, Journey Magazine, and WANM-FM.
I'm Dr. Ann Weed Kimbrough, Dean of the School of Journalism and Graphic Communication, where we create and we deliver. Great things are happening at FAMU every day.
From the highest of 7 hills in Florida's capital city, covering every corner of the Big Bend, this is the award-winning News 20 at 5 Live.
Welcome to News 20 at 5 and happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm Kendra Moore.
And I'm Amber Payne. Services for former Florida Governor Ruben Askew, who died Thursday at the age of 85, will be held next week in Tallahassee and also in his hometown in Pensacola on Tuesday. Askew's body will lie in a flag-draped casket at Florida's historic capital in Tallahassee. And star Quenisha Palmer was found guilty of first-degree murder Friday. Prosecutors argue that Palmer stabbed her girlfriend, Shannon Washington, a former basketball player, back in 2011 during an argument. After deliberation, Palmer was sentenced to life behind bars.
According to the Associated Press, the state attorney is dismissing manslaughter and felony hazing charges against Henry Nesbitt. Nesbitt was accused of being involved in the hazing ritual done to Robert Champion, who died in November 2011. And electronic cigarettes are often billed as a safe way for smokers who are trying to quit. But it's not just adults who are using these devices. Research shows children and teens have become major consumers. We have more on the story.
But it's just like
Five U.S. Democratic senators introduced legislation to the Protecting Children from Electronic Cigarette Advertising Act. This act would prohibit the marketing of e-cigarettes to children and teens. Deborah Jones, a counselor for a smoking group at Bond Community Health Center, says she isn't surprised that e-cigarette advertising is targeting the youth.
Tobacco companies know that when young people are exposed to nicotine and tobacco products before they're 18, they have a customer for life who's addicted.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention found that the use of e-cigarettes by youth doubled between 2011 and 2012, as advertising more than doubled from 7.2 million to 20.8 million. Electronic cigarettes like this one here uses 24 milligrams of nicotine, and then they slowly reduce the amount. Jeff Carter, owner of the electric alternative e-cig shop, says most people don't understand the purpose of an e-cigarette.
I'm not trying to get people high on nicotine. It's just something that they can get the amount of nicotine and they don't crave smoking a cigarette.
The Protecting Children from Electronic Cigarette Advertising Act would give the Federal Trade Commission the authority to determine what constitutes marketing e-cigs to children, and would allow the FTC to work with states' attorneys general to enforce the advertising ban.
Information on the Protecting Children from Cigarette Advertising Act, visit govtrack.us.
And in other news, the Florida legislature is considering more bills dealing with public records this year than in the past few years. According to officials, they are sponsoring a bill that would limit fees for record searches, define records that are confidential or exempt in keeping with existing court decisions.
And some state officials believe that Florida's Sunshine State law serves as an impediment to successful searches at the state's universities. Representative Dave Kerner, a Democrat, is sponsoring a bill in Florida that would exempt public universities from identifying candidates for president, provost, or dean until they have been named a finalist for the position.
And state lawmakers who live outside their district they represent will have less than 8 months to relocate or risk the possibility of forfeiting their seat. This new rule, along with the House and Senate bills, would impact state and local officials in Tallahassee. Local politicians could face this penalty starting at the beginning of 2015. Coming up on News 20 at 5, find out the latest update on the missing flight and what rockets were shot up in the air.
And we'll also find out about the latest news with Ukraine. Stay tuned. You're watching News 20 at 5.
As the conscience of the Academy, the College of Social Sciences, Arts and Humanities is not only the largest college in the university, it is an essential component for all students at FAMU as they advance and grow toward shaping their future. Students explore the performing and visual arts, the military, and the essence of mankind. Whether connecting with the Foster Tanner Fine Arts Gallery, the Marching 100, the Concert Choir, or the Essential Theater, the college is a powerful and engaging force on campus and beyond. The college offers degrees in African American Studies, Criminal Justice, English, Fine Arts, History, Music, Philosophy, Political Science, Psychology, Religion, Sociology, Social Work, and Theater. As the faculty, staff, and students study, perform, or exhibit abroad, conduct research, and perform community service, the vision is to cultivate a learning environment where we strive to do all things well.
Hi, I'm Valencia Matthews, the Dean of the College of Social Sciences, Arts and Humanities. We are the protectors of freedom, the keepers of the culture, and the ambassadors of creativity. Great things are happening at FAMU every day.
the flavor station, always represent that real hip hop and R&B. Sean D is in the building to that 7 o'clock hour.
In Lauderdale Lakes, Florida, the Elijah Bell Funeral Home may face a lawsuit after a casket mix-up. As their family was mourning the loss of their baby boy, they were unfortunate to witness employees of the Elijah Bell Funeral Home raise the casket and switch it with another. According to the family, they knew something was wrong when the pastor kept referring to their son as their daughter. Once the proper casket was delivered to the burial, the same workers called over the father to him to clarify that it was the right child this time. As of now, the family has only spoken with a lawyer. And the Prime Minister of Malaysia says Flight 370 veered off course due to apparent deliberate action taken by somebody on board. However, all possibilities are still being investigated. The search is over 11 countries wide, with authorities from 24 nations helping. The flight carrying 239 passengers has now been missing for 9 days. We have more on that story.
Joe Francica in Huntsville, Alabama is on a mission.
There is an awful lot of ground to cover.
He's one of many around the world crowdsourcing, using satellite snapshots to search for Malaysia Airlines Flight 370.
We're looking perhaps over an ocean.
Yeah, that's my interpretation.
We searched with Francica through his computer, joining what organizers say are more than 2 million volunteers poring over the digital images, looking for a trace of the vanished flight.
It's important to the families to know that people are helping in the search.
It can be an arduous task. Sometimes there's not much to see.
Today's imagery is primarily whitecaps.
But crowdsourcers on social media are sharing what they've seen. Maybe a raft, what appears to be wings.
You never know what's going to pop up.
The search area has been divided into small sections. Each picture or tile represents 250 square meters, roughly 10 city blocks. The key is, if you see anything, wreckage, a raft, an oil slick, or an object, you flag it.
So this is a real needle in a haystack problem.
Digital Globe, which launched the crowdsourcing campaign on Monday, says every pixel has had eyes on it at least 30 times. So far, more than 745,000 features have been tagged. Right now, experts are working to determine if those tags are real clues.
I have not seen anything of any particular, interest at this point. So, we'll just keep searching.
Francica has looked at the equivalent of about 4,000 city blocks himself and refuses to give up. Ana Cabrera, CNN, Denver.
Condolences go out to all of the families who are still waiting to find out their status of their loved ones.
And in other news, a former Wesleyan University student says she was raped in front of onlookers at a campus fraternity party. Cabri Chamberlain has filed a lawsuit against the Xi chapter of Psi Upsilon, 11 of its members, and the alleged rapist. This is not the first time the university is in the spotlight for a rape case. In 2012, a student sued the university, and a different organization today is no longer available on that campus. Chamberlain is seeking millions of dollars, $10 million, in damages.
And the driver that crashed through the SXSW Music Festival has been charged with capital murder. Rashad Owens was attempting to escape the cops when he crashed and killed 2 individuals and injured 23. According to the authorities, Owens was spotted driving the wrong direction on a one-way street around midnight. And when signaled to pull over, Owens picked up speed through a gas station's parking lot. In addition to capital murder, Owens faces 23 counts of aggravated assault. And North Korea shot 25 short-range rockets from the east into the ocean. U.S. and South Korea are giving the rocket launches much criticism. According to South Korea, the rockets were made in the Soviet Union and have no guidance system. The United States will keep a close eye on the situation. North Korea's state-run media says it is a justifiable self-defense exercise.
And a blast on Friday near a southwestern Pakistan city killed 10 people and injured over 30. A Pakistan official says a bomb on a bicycle came into contact with a bus and caused the fire. The bomb even broke glass on nearby shops. It is not clear who is responsible for the bomb.
And 96.7% voted to join Russia this morning at the voting polls in Ukraine. Let's find out more on this story.
People in Ukraine's Crimea region went to the polls Sunday. They voted in a referendum to decide whether Crimea should become an independent state or join Russia.
This is about 50% of the ballot papers. For the first questions, are you in favor of joining Russia? 95.5%.
The results of the referendum on the region's future is in little doubt. Most of the Crimeans are ethnic Russian and have said that they want to join the Russian Federation. But leaders of many nations, including the U.S., the UK, and France, said the vote should have never taken place. And if Russia moves to annex a peninsula, it will be in violation of international law and will have to face the consequences.
Russia is a gas station masquerading as a country. Economic sanctions are important. Get some military assistance to Ukrainians, at least so they can defend themselves. Resume the missile defense system in Poland and the Czech Republic.
So what happens next? Crimea's government is expected to declare independence and ask Moscow to join the Russian Federation. Russian lawmakers say they would vote on that this Friday. Why should the American people care? Many worry Vladimir Putin is looking to restore the former Russian Empire, and there could be fears that a new Cold War could ignite. Sunday's events in Crimea are the culmination of weeks of regional tension and international fallout. In many ways, the referendum is just a precursor of even more testing times ahead. I'm Scott Thompson reporting.
Residents along the coast of Chile are now on a tsunami watch. A 6.7 magnitude earthquake struck off the coast of Chile Sunday, although no immediate damages have been reported as of now. Emergency officials are urging individuals to get to higher ground for safety.
And is the rain here to stay? We'll find out next. Whitney Tober has your weather forecast after the break. Stay tuned. You're watching News 20 at 5.
Take for granted just the things that we so easily use and dispose of and think nothing of. This is life to these people. Water, again, something we take in the States and around the world for granted. It's life-saving here in Haiti. And behind me is Most High Ministries' first water project in Haiti. It's a water tower. What you see on the top story is a 400-gallon plastic water bin. We can fill that with water for about $125. The bottom story is actually a storefront which opens out into the street. And so the children in our school drink all the water they need from the supply. The rest is then sold out in the community at profit. Those profits are used to purchase water to refill the tank and also to purchase food for the children in the school. Sponsor a water tower. Get your church together. Get your civic organization together. Raise the funds and we will put these all over Haiti. They'll become self-sustaining for the community, where the profits will be going back into feeding children. It's a win-win-win situation.
I picked up the saxophone when I was 11 years old, and after that, I never looked back. I've had the opportunity to make music with some of the greats, and even perform for the legendary B.B. King. Right now, I'm composing the soundtrack for the music of my life, and of all the stages that I've ever performed on, this one, on the hill, hits closest to home. I'm prepared to perform in any area of my professional career because FAMU taught me.
Introducing a mobile application that can open up an entire new world for the orange and green faithful, with the ability to check out the latest in-campus news, events, athletic scores, and much, much more. Specifically designed for FAMU. Whether it's linking to your class courses from your mobile device, looking through maps to find specific buildings on campus, or just having some fun looking through uploaded videos and photos, a great addition to your mobile FAMU student lifestyle. Get your FAMU app today.
Welcome back and happy St. Patrick's Day to you. I'm Whitney Tober with your News 20 weather forecast. I hope everyone enjoyed their spring break as well as this rainy day outside. Let's take a look at our current weather conditions. We're currently at 64 degrees. Our sun will set this evening at 7:47 p.m. Our rain chance still is at 54%. Our humidity is at 75%, so pretty high for today. And our winds are coming from the east at 4 miles per hour. Now for tonight's weather, again, we can expect those showers and rain to stick around in the area. We'll have a low of 57 degrees. Our winds will come from the south-southeast at 3 miles per hour, so you do want to keep that rain gear with you. Now for tomorrow's weather, as you can see, a huge difference from today. Partly sunny with a high of 71, a low of 50 degrees. Our rain chance will be at 25%, and our winds are coming from the east at 3 miles per hour. Now for our surrounding temperatures, most of them are middle 60s to high 60s, as you can see. Bainbridge is at 66, Moultrie 68, Albany 68, Marietta 65, Thomasville 68, Moultrie is at 66 degrees, Quincy is at 67, and Crawfordville is at 68 degrees. Now for our 5-day forecast. Again, tomorrow will be a much beautiful day compared to today, with a high of 75, with a high of 71 and a low of 50 degrees. Wednesday, we can expect those warmer temperatures to start to arrive into the area and stick around with a high of 77 and a low of 46. Thursday, a few clouds in the area, but not too much, with a high of 78 and a low of 45. And Friday, the sun will be shining beautifully outside with a high of 78, a low of 52. And Saturday, unfortunately, those showers will return into the area with a high of 77 and a low of 58. Ladies, back to you all at the desk.
Coming up in sports, find out what local athletes will be on display tomorrow for a chance at millions. And also, have you gone mad? It's time to fill out your brackets. March Madness is here. We'll have that and more next in sports. You're watching News 20 at 5.
The School of Architecture leads the state, the Southeast region, and the nation in the production of African Americans with undergraduate and graduate degrees in architecture and related fields. The school is one of only 7 architecture programs offered at a historically black college or university. It is one of only 2 HBCUs offering accredited degrees in architecture, construction engineering technology, and electronic engineering technology. The school has 2 divisions. The Division of Architecture offers a Bachelor of Science in Architectural Studies, a Professional Bachelor of Architecture, a Master of Science in Architecture, and Professional Master of Architecture degree. The Division of Engineering Technology offers a Bachelor of Science in Construction Engineering Technology and a Bachelor of Science in Electronic Engineering Technology.
I am Andrew Chen, Interim Dean of the FAMU School of Architecture, where we are designing solutions, building leaders. Great things are happening at FAMU every day.
The College of Science and Technology exposes students to a broad variety of experiences in the fields of biology, chemistry, computer, and information sciences, mathematics, and physics. The college offers 5 baccalaureate degrees, 4 master's degrees, and a doctorate degree in physics. Outstanding faculty provides excellent opportunities for undergraduate and graduate students to engage in high-quality research programs funded by agencies such as NASA and other federal and private entities. The college houses the Center for Plasma Science and Technology, one of the state's premier centers for the study of plasmas. The college also operates several programs that provide students with professional development and other support that increases the number of students, especially underrepresented minorities, attaining degrees in the STEM areas.
I am Dr. Maurice Eddington, Dean of the College of Science and Technology, the gateway to prominence, success, and rewarding careers. Great things are happening at FAMU every day.
Welcome back. I'm Tyler Blunt with your sports. The Florida State Seminoles baseball team is set to put their undefeated road record on the line. Currently on a 6-game win streak, they will travel to Gainesville to play the Florida Gators tomorrow. Game time is set for 7 p.m. Straddling the tournament line late this season, the Florida State Seminoles basketball team bubble burst over the weekend. Their chances of making the 64-team field of the National Collegiate Athletic Association basketball tournament was cut, although they will be the #1 seed in the National Invitational Tournament. Games begin tomorrow. Staying with the same school but on a different field of play, tomorrow marks Pro Day 2014 for many Florida State Seminole football players. This will be an opportunity for those Seminoles that didn't get a chance to showcase their skills at the NFL Combine last month. The Seminoles will be working out 13 players for NFL scouts who attend. After leading his team with a 29.6 scoring average, FAMU DRS guard JT Escobar is starting to reap the benefits of a great season. Escobar was named one of 20 players to be a parade All-American. The Baby Rattler not only shot the ball well, but also led his team in rebounding this season. He is set to play in college next year for the Ole Miss Running Rebels. Speaking of the next level, let the madness begin. The men's field of 64 teams isn't quite finalized, but we know who will be involved. After winning a tight championship game in the Southeastern Conference Final, the streaking Florida Gators nabbed the #1 overall seed in the tournament. Following them was the Arizona Wildcats, who didn't win their conference, but still is the top seed. Undefeated Wichita State also gained the respect of voters with the #1 spot. Rounding out the top seeds was ACC regular season and conference winner Virginia Cavaliers. Going region by region, in the South, contending with the top-seeded Gators will be a host of teams. Most notable will be the freshman-led Kansas Jayhawks. Although having a near 10-loss season, they were still awarded a 2 seed. Another team that may pose a challenge is the Syracuse Orange. Last year, Syracuse hopes were dashed in the Final Four. And maybe the toughest region, the Midwest, the bracket features only one undefeated team in the Shockers of Wichita State. Also in the bracket, last year's champions, the Louisville Cardinals, and the team they beat for the trophy, the Michigan Wolverines, have been slotted in this region. 2014 ACC runner-up, the Duke Blue Devils, will also be looking to come out of this region. In the East region, the reigning ACC champion Virginia Cavaliers are at the top of the pecking order. But the Fighting Spartans of Michigan State, who won the Big Ten title this year, will be looking to come out of the region. Joining the debate for the best in the East are the Villanova Wildcats. Although they didn't win their conference tournament, they did post a 28-win season. And although the hometown Florida A&M Rattlers won't make the tourney, the MEAC will be represented in the conference, with North Carolina Central taking on Iowa State. And filling out the bracket, the West region literally features the best in the West. The Arizona Wildcats are top in the region. Player of the Year candidate Doug McDermott will lead his Creighton Blue Jays for a chance to win their first national championship. Also, the tough-minded defensive team Wisconsin Badgers are also looking to prove defense wins championships. All games will begin on Thursday with the round of 64. Games will be shown on a host of networks. That'll do it for your sports. Back to you ladies at the desk.
Coming up after the break, let's find out what new park just opened Friday. Stay tuned. You're watching News 20 at 5.
That could open up an entire new world for the orange and green faithful, with the ability to check out the latest in-campus news, events, athletic scores, and much, much more. Specifically designed for the FAMU. Whether it's linking to your class courses from your mobile device, looking through maps to find specific buildings on campus, or just having some fun looking through uploaded videos and photos, a great addition to your mobile FAMU student lifestyle. Get your FAMU app today.
I picked up the saxophone when I was 11 years old, and after that, I never looked back. I've had the opportunity to make music with some of the greats, and even perform for the legendary B.B. King. Right now, I'm composing the soundtrack for the music of my life. And of all the stages that I've ever performed on, this one, on the hill, hits closest to home. I'm prepared to perform in any area of my professional career because FAMU taught me.
Finally, Cascades Park is open. After 4 years of construction and revitalizing, Blueprint 2000 was happy to announce the opening of the park at their ceremony on Friday. Tallahassee and Leon County officials were brought together that day to speak of the amenities of Cascades Park. The park includes an amphitheater, a sparkling waterfall, an imagination fountain powered by 73 water jets, and 2.4 miles of walking trails. The park is expected to serve as an economic generator for the city of Tallahassee.
And let's have Whitney with our 5-day forecast.
Again, tomorrow, a better day than today, as you can see. Partly cloudy with a high of 71, a low of 50 degrees. Wednesday, warmer temperatures starting to arrive into the area with a high of 77 and a low of 46. For Thursday, mostly cloudy with a high of 78, low of 45 degrees. Friday, beautiful sunshine all day with a high of 78, low of 52. And heading into that weekend for Saturday, unfortunately, those showers are returning into the area with a high of 77 and a low of 58 degrees.
So do you think that rain will mess up any St. Patrick's Day goers out there today?
I do. Unfortunately, it's going to rain for the rest of the evening.
Yeah, well, just make sure we take our umbrellas out with us tonight.
Yeah. And the rain boots.
And that's going to do it for us tonight. For Tyler and Whitney, I'm Kendra Moore.
And I'm Amber Payne. Thanks for watching, and remember to follow us at FAMUTVnews.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening.